Welcome. Did you know 80% of millionaires made their money investing in real estate? Now you can invest without risking your own cash or credit. Would you like to learn how to turn over properties for quick cash? How about acquiring rentals to bring in monthly residual income? If you answered yes, please take 15 minutes and watch this short video that explains how you can invest in real estate risk-free. Our company teaches aspiring investors how to invest in real estate. Number one, return on investment. How fast do I make my money back that I spent to start this business? And number two, flexibility. Can I start this business part-time, knowing that when it meets or beats my current job income, I have the option to quit my job and focus on my real estate investing business full-time? What's appealing about our business model is because we share in on the net profit doing real estate deals with you for the next 12 months, which is lucrative for us and lucrative for you. We don't have to charge huge startup costs. This is a home-based business, so you can do this right from the comfort of your home. You don't have to rent or buy any office building, you don't have to worry about employees, and you don't have to buy any expensive equipment or inventory. Startup cost is only $24,750. Why are we so successful teaching beginners how to invest in real estate? Two main factors: our leads and our experienced coaches in training. The most important tool for becoming a successful real estate investor is leads. The greatest real estate lead for the last 100 years is someone sitting on a second property that's sitting vacant. Let's say it also maybe needs a little bit of fixing up, so they're obviously motivated to get rid of it, and because they've owned it so long, they owe very little. So you can negotiate a great deal. Some examples of that is, let's say a person moves across town and decides to try to rent out their old house, and it just didn't work out so well. Or let's say that they're going through a divorce, or let's say that the house was inherited and they don't know what to do with it. And then you've got others that are relocated by their jobs quickly, and they have to move, so they need somebody to help them get rid of that property. Our real estate investing company has spent millions of dollars developing a proprietary software that pulls this data electronically from the 3,000 counties throughout the United States. Envision this. If you walk into your county courthouse, you see employees sitting behind their computer with a stack of papers on their desk. They enter these public documents into their computer, and as soon as they hit enter, it hits the cloud server. We're able to pull electronically this data every 24 to 48 hours. So we have this information before it's ever made public. Of course, this information will eventually trickle onto the internet in 2 to 3 months, like everything else does, but it gives us a 2 to 3 month window, 3-month head start to reach out to these motivated sellers and see if we can put together a deal to get your marketing started at no extra cost to you. We are going to mail out 200 to 250 professionalized letters per week on your behalf to these motivated sellers. The second factor for becoming a successful real estate investor is a great mentor that will act as your coach. All of our coaches work strictly for our real estate company, no one else, and have for many years. They are all successful real estate investors themselves and have been for many years. They're not sitting behind a desk reading about it and then telling you to go out and do it. They're actually out there on the front line doing what they're teaching you and helping you to do. They have done hundreds of documented flips and rentals. It is this experience that assures your success. What makes a relationship between you and your coach work is your coach only makes money when you do, meaning they share in on the net profit of the real estate transactions they're helping you to do. Therefore, they are very motivated to get your first transaction done as quickly as possible and help you do as many throughout the 12 months. They're working with you one-on-one. They have a vested interest in your success, so it's a win-win. Welcome. I think we've all heard the old saying 80% of millionaires made their money investing in real estate, and then we've seen this proven time and time again. So from a common sense standpoint, you got to ask yourself, why would anybody invest in any other type of business? Or why would they put money in the stock market or in retirement funds when you know 80% of the millionaires made their money investing in real estate? Well, our company has finally come to the conclusion it's based on one thing and one thing only, and that is fear. And what I mean by that is you could take 25,000, stick it in the stock market, and if you lost it all, the most you're ever going to lose is that 25,000. But when you invest in real estate, if you make a bad buy on a property, you could be stuck with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt for many, many years. And most Americans don't want to have that type of risk. And that's why most Americans don't make any significant money. Well, what we have done as a company is we've taken the fear off the table for our clients like yourself. See, when you work with us, you never have to use your own cash or credit doing any of the real estate deals with us, and you'll make 50 to 80% of the net profit on every real estate deal we do together. Let's take a quick overview on what you've learned so far today watching the videos. Number one, our company history. We started back in 2007, and really it wasn't until 2015 that we actually became a national powerhouse. And the way that that happened is we invested millions of dollars into a proprietary software system that finds homeowners in a certain predicament where they have to sell. They're very motivated, and because we've been doing this for so long, we have all the connections to all 3,000 counties in the United States where we're able to pull this data before it's actually made public. That's how we're able to find so many of these off-market deals. Now, question today, why are we talking? 1. Well, I've got a feeling that you fill in your gut the same way we fill in ours, and that is, man, this next 4 or 5 years is going to be great when it comes to real estate investing. So you're wondering, how can you take advantage of the real estate market? Well, I'll tell you, most people we work with start off part-time. We know you've got a full-time job, you've got families, you've got commitments. Well, that's why our business model is perfect for starting part-time. The average person we work with gives us roughly 10 to 15 hours a week. Now, the only reason that works is we take an investor from our company that's already done hundreds of these types of real estate deals working with other clients like you over the years, and we assign them to you as your personal partner, your trainer, the person that's going to take you by the hand and walk you through each step of every deal to make sure it's done correctly. Where you get paid and we get paid. Now, what's nice are these trainers, these investors. They've all worked with us for many, many years, so they've worked with a lot of clients like yourself. They know you need flexibility, meaning they don't care when you give them 10 to 15 hours a week. Could be a couple on Monday, couple on Wednesday, couple on the weekend. But as long as we can get that, we can be very, very productive together. Now, as you've heard from your consultant and watching the videos, yes, our startup cost is $24,750. Yes, you pay it to us, but it really doesn't go to us. It goes to paying the expenses, the marketing expenses to find these properties that we're going to invest in together. And believe me, we'll disclose where every penny goes. We have nothing to hide because we don't make any money on that. Where we make our money is the same place you do, and that's sharing in on the net profit doing the real estate deals together. When we do a deal together, if you make 80% on that particular property, we make the other 20%. If you make 50% on a particular property, we make the other 50%. It's pretty cut and dry. Now, what happens after the first 12 months working with us and your trainer? Well, number one, you're going to be a seasoned investor. You're going to have 12 months working with a trainer. One-on-one, you're going to know what you're doing when it comes to real estate investing, and you'll be able to do it successfully the rest of your life. But there'll be a reason that you do want to stay around us year after year after year. The first reason is you never have to pay another fee of $24,750. Number two, you can continue to use the proprietary software to find the motivated homeowners that want to sell their properties. And number three, you can continue to work with your trainer if you want. Yes, I know after 12 months working with them, you're going to know what you're doing, but there might be some deals in the future you might need some help on. We want you to know that we're just never going to take that option away from you. Now, I'm sure your number one question that you have is, how exactly will we invest in real estate together, where you do not have to risk any of your own cash or credit? Well, guys, it's pretty simple. We first have to find out where exactly you want to invest at. I'm sure you're aware when it comes to real estate, especially real estate investing, a lot of times things are different from state to state and even within county to county within a state. So it's very important to understand where you want to invest now. Yes, it is normal. Most people want to start off in their hometown. You know the area. It's convenient. So we would like to get the county that you live in. Number two, what other areas would be great to invest in? Well, I want you to envision the type of houses we usually are investing in. When you go to the older parts of town and you see those little square, rectangle, cookie cutter looking houses that are 30 to 40 years or older, so those are a gold mine. If you can envision housing districts in other counties near you like that, please give us those too. Because like I said, that's a gold mine. You also remember you want to look at about a 30 to 45 mile radius from where you live. So you're going to need to go out and see these properties, and you don't want to drive 2 to 3 hours one direction to see a property. What we have found is taking 30 to 45 mile radius from where you live and taking the counties that hit within that area, We can find plenty of motivated sellers where we all can make very good money on. And remember, you make 50 to 80% of the net profit on every deal without risking your own cash or credit. Now, yes, we do have a lot of people that come to us and say, hey, listen, I'm interested in putting together a rental portfolio. I would like to have a few rentals where I've got monthly residual income coming in to where I can decide, do I want to work for another person or do I want to just have my own real estate investing business? Or maybe you want to have assets to hand down to your kids or grandkids, whatever it may be. Of course, we help people put together rental portfolios. But I will tell you, starting off, we want to concentrate on doing investing that is going to create immediate cash flow. That's the most important thing, is putting that 24,750 back into your pocket as soon as possible. And we, of course, as a company, want a positive cash flow as soon as possible as well. Now, what we have found is most of our clients, after you get maybe 4 or 5 regular investments underneath your belt, working with your trainer, then if you want to start putting together a rental portfolio, yes, we'll help you. That is a very common thing that people want us to do with them. Now, how does this all work? Well, I know you all have a lot of questions, but the only way that we can answer them is to understand where you want to invest and then investigate the options and opportunities there. There are 3 important steps you need to follow to get all your questions answered. Step 1, contact your consultant and tell them the counties you want to invest in. Remember to keep the counties within 30 to 45 miles from where you live. Your consultant will forward that information to our investigative division. It usually takes 1 business day for them to complete the investigation. For you, this does not cost you anything. It is absolutely free. Step 2, you will be contacted by the investigative division after they finish, and they will set a day and time to talk where you can talk directly to Amy Keith, the head of the investigative division, because Amy and her team have just investigated the options and opportunities in the counties you want to invest in. Amy will explain exactly how each investment will work. There are many different ways to invest in real estate, but based on the options and opportunities in your counties, Amy can explain which way of investing will be the easiest and safest. Amy will break down step by step of how each investment will work, what you are responsible for, and what we are responsible for. Everything will be laid out in front of you so you can easily wrap your brain around it and understand it. Step 3, you do your due diligence and decide if this is the right business for you. In ending, I want to thank you for your interest. We all look forward to talking with you now. Remember to contact your consultant and tell them the counties you want to invest in.